So you want to know how to put GUI on your game. Anyway, so yeah, in this tutorial video, we are going to be using Unreal Engine to make GUI on our game. I'm going to be doing like all of the blueprints. This is just a fresh blueprint, third person. I'll put up a picture on the screen. What settings I use. I just use maximum quality, you know, blah 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 blah. Yeah, so first we're going to need to stop this. Perfect. Alright, so what I like to do is I like to make like a folder. So if you right click on your content browser, which if you can't see it, you go to window, content browser 1. If you can't see it. Anyway, you right click and then press new folder. Just call this, I'm just going to call this main game, because why not? And then I'm going to call this UI. So now I have made a folder. Why is my chair so creaky? So now I've made a folder that's called main game with UI in it. And if you want, you could add a couple of folders in here like models, materials, you could have like levels, you could have stuff like that, but I'm just going to be focusing on UI for now. So if you right click on the user interface again, and then you click on user interface, or you just hover over it, and then you come down to widget blueprint. So once you've clicked on that, you just need to press, if this is closed, just click on common user widget. I'm going to call this WB underscore main menu. That works. So once you've got your widget blueprint or your GUI in your you can put it in content if you really want, but I just like organizing my folders a bit. So once you've got that, you double click on it. I usually put it on my second screen. If you have a second screen, use it. It's usually very good. So for this to work, you can't just add this, you know. You can't add this just randomly. You need to add a canvas. So when it says search palette, you need to add canvas. And then it comes up with a canvas panel in a higher tree. So now, if it says down here, 1280 by 720, or 60:9, which 16 is the radius by 9, you need to drag this until it says 1080p. If you want it to be like an iPad screen, you would put it like probably there or something, or there. Or if you want it to be a phone, it's there, or like an iPhone there. But if you're doing computing, you want 1080. So you just have to drag it over to 1080, and then it says 1920 by 1080. And then if you want 4K, you can just drag it over to 4K. Right, I'm just gonna put it on 1920 by 1080. That is took too long. We're 5 minutes into the recording, and we haven't even got anything on. And then once you've done this, just to make sure it doesn't go back to the 720p, you want to come up here and then it says compile. So once you press compile, your canvas is now 1920 by 1080. So now if we drop down common, we have a load of things over here. We can add an image. We can add a border. I'm going to add a border for now. I'm just going to add a border, and I'm just going to drag it. For the sake of this video, I like using purple kind of style on like GUI. Personally, it just looks the best for me. So there you go. And yeah, by brush color, you can just click on whatever color you want for like the border. You can just drag whatever you want onto here. So I like putting like a border, or if you want a background, you can have an image. But mainly this video is just like putting it on the screen. I will make another video on you actually like making it. So if you come over it, you need to press anchors. If you don't have an anchor, your entire GUI will fall apart. Please, for the love of God, just add anchors. Sorry, I got a bit involved. So I like to, if it's full screen, I like to use the full screen anchor. So now that is going to be anchored to around these 4 corners, and you can, if it's like in the middle, you kind of just need to select where you want the anchors. So if it's like a button there, so if it's like a scroll wheel, you want to put it there or there. If it's like an exit button, you might want it there. Like a selection button, you might want a couple of these. Yes, it's just like stuff like that. So yeah. For the sake of this video, I'm just gonna add a text. You don't need to add a text. This is just for the sake of the video. If you come down to content, text, just type in whatever you want. It's like Roblox Studio, but a bit more complicated. For some reason, I can't find size, so I'm just going to type in size. So it's in font. I want to make this big. I'm just going to call it menu for now. I don't know why. I just want to call it menu. Don't judge me. All right, so I'm going to anchor this. So it's like, because it's in the middle, I'm going to use the middle part. So boom, there you go. So now that's anchored to the middle. This is all anchored. So now, if you press compile again, that is basically just saved it. So now you have your menu down here. So now what you want to do is you want to click on this like 1 block to 2 blocks. So then you want to click open level blueprint. You're going to want to add big event begin play. So now once the game begins, it's going to function whatever this is connected to. So you want to create a widget. So now once the game begins, this is going to happen. So for your class, you want to scroll down until you see whatever your GUI is called. Mine is WB. So you want to click your GUI. Mine's WB_main menu. So now that is going to add it to the system. That is there now, but it hasn't done anything. So you need to add this and then add to viewpoint. You want that. So now that is going to add your main menu or whatever your GUI is called to your viewport. And then you press compile. So now if you press compile, you can just close it. You can just close it for now. Yes, it does. So now that's pretty much it. If this worked for you, do give a like and subscribe. And if it didn't, comment in the below. I will make sure to answer every single comment. If there is any problems, please let me know. And yeah, bye.